Hey guys, it's Nick Trance. I'm actually going to share with you another principle that will strategically keep others interested in your business, alright? I'm going to actually tell you a little story about myself, get a little window into my life. When I was in kindergarten, I learned to actually play checkers. And that was my first board game that I learned how to play. And I went home excited to share the game with like my mom, and I had like 3 versions of the game at my house. So I was actually playing with my dad and my friends or my sister or my sister's friends, and anytime anyone was willing. And I got pretty good at it. But by the 6th grade, I was introduced to the game of chess. Now, I had no idea that 2 games that would be played on the same board could actually be so different. And all of a sudden, I actually entered a whole new world of strategy. Okay? So think about it. What's the difference between checkers and chess? It's the pieces. And anyone who wants to win in chess has to first learn how to move the pieces when it comes to the pawns, the rook, the knight, the queen, the bishop, the king. Alright? So once I understood the ability of each piece, I could plan a strategy to win the game. And Bobby Fischer, a grandmaster of the game, he once said, it's all a matter of understanding how to capitalize on the strengths of each piece and timing each move just right. So that's actually a picture of good leadership. And a great business will understand that you can't get the best out of people by playing checkers with them. You can't treat everyone like they're all alike. You can't expect the same thing out of everything. Out of everyone, excuse me. You need to stop handling them like some generic product on the shelf. Because in chess, great leaders discover what is unique about each person, and they just capitalize on them. And people will differ in how they think, how they build relationships, how they learn, and how they feel. It also is different what really pumps them up, alright? The best way to get people is interested in your business is to identify how each person is different and how you can best incorporate those differences into whatever your call to action is. So in my business, the founders don't have to micromanage Dave and Dave. They don't micromanage everything. Every little thing. Instead, they actually have a leadership council. They have other people in the business working right beside them, equipping them with what they need to give them the freedom to do what they want, to steroid your wallet. A council of leaders who've been where you are in the trenches and got to where you want to be in their own unique way. Now, you have great managing that's not about control, and you don't have to worry about being controlled with everything that you have to do. There's connection and release. Stop thinking about how to have power over people and empower people. All right? And once done accordingly to their strengths, mediocre businesses, they pretty much just play checkers with people. And excellent businesses, like Empower, just play chess. So if you follow professional football in the 1990s, you would know of the guy, his name is Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson. Alright, Bo was like an all-pro running back for the NFL for years, but did you know that he would never have been in the position that he is now if it wasn't for his coach at AU, Auburn University? And Bo, he was actually a defensive player for Auburn. And as fate would have it, 2 of the starting players in the offensive field, in the backfield, both got hurt at the same time, and the coach had to approach Bo and say, hey, you want to play offense? You want to be the tailback? And, Bo hesitated, thinking he might not be good enough, but he did it no matter what. He said yes, and the rest is history. He may be the best tailback AU has ever graduated. He went into actually winning a Heisman Trophy. So what I'm actually getting to, my encompassing point here, is Bo was good at his defensive position, but he was also great at his offensive position. He simply needed to be placed well. He needed a coach who could spot his potential outside of the box. And he actually knew to play chess with people and not checkers. And when you pay attention to how checkers is played, you'll notice that only half of the squares, because they're only using the diagonals, half of the squares are being used. Only half of the board is being used. So you are playing defensively, trying to hold your ground with no positioning at all. While us chess players are using all 64 squares, creating the positions that we want, positioning ourselves the way we want. What you must realize now is there is room left in my business, and newbies have felt like pawns before can get to the other side and become even more powerful versions of themselves. Now, you need to connect with people at the point of their strengths and give them the leverage they need to lift up their income. Also, if you find out what motivates your team members, everybody has triggers that really gets them motivated. Some people, they just need to be around a good set of people. Honestly, that's what events are for. And there's always these lasting styles, these learning styles, and there's always people who are analyzers, who crave information. You need to find out who's a doer, who actually jumps in the game and just does something. And who are the watchers, who just wants to watch everyone make money in order to make a decision. You need to capitalize on each person's strengths. You need to know what you want to accomplish first. And it saves you time. You don't have to worry about trying to change people anymore. It makes others more accountable. Each person is encouraged to do his or her very best in the area that they're actually strengthened to. And it actually builds a stronger sense of a team. Now, my team is built around interdependency. I acknowledge I need others because they have the potential to do things that I honestly can't do. And you can celebrate differences. The value in others is their difference. And you need to really just think about that. A mediocre leader believes value must be taught. An excellent leader, the one that I would want to follow, the one I am following my mentors, believe that all you need is already inside you. You just need to find it. So while a mediocre business is trying to overcome weakness, the excellent business has a goal and a strength to just focus on the strengths. So if you want to generate value, stop playing checkers with folks. Start playing chess. So it's your move because your business right now is in check.